What's going on, everybody? Today's reaction is going to be a good one, because what we have is from CJ the Champ. 2003 General Grievous was the devil. Now this is going to be extremely good, because if you guys never seen 2003 General Grievous, then you don't know what you're doing, because this dude was a different breed. Oh man, not like what we have in the movies. This man was straight moving different. I'm talking, man, he was unstoppable. So I'm about to check this out right now for you guys. Make sure to go check out CJ the Champ. He drops some fire content. Link to his channel and video in the description down below. So let's get into this right now.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
Alright, this is gonna be a good one here.
I got this!
2023.
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
General Grievous had to go.
Nigga was the devil.
Nah, this dude was moving mad different too. The Forbidden Files.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on the channel, The Forbidden Files. Now, let me quickly explain to y'all what.
So what's in these Forbidden
These
Files?
Are not trials. These
Oh.
are files and cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden Tier, and it is strictly reserved for legends of the game.
Ooh,
and we're starting
okay.
this series
I like
off
that one.
with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that is none
big
other than
nerf.
2003 General Grievous.
Like, he got nerfed completely. And General Grievous is one of my favorite Star Wars characters too. But yeah, 2023, he was straight different. 2003 General Grievous moving mad different. He had like you said, all his stats were through the roof, but he was sadly nerfed like hell, bro.
This nigga Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk about 03 Grievous like niggas talk about Vaughn. Like, this dude was a Jedi killing
Look at that.
That was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like, for real, deadass, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself. On feet by himself. The nigga straight up had to go. And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars and have never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo!
Oh, I've seen this one.
You're in for a ride.
This guy give me
let's not
nightmares.
waste no more time. Without further ado. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Case 1. Sliming out multiple Jedi at once. Now, this right here was Grievous' first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
This is how this went down. While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general is unstoppable.
More than unstoppable.
And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet is this man falling over and dying.
They already given him the good ring light to go. Oh, goodness gracious.
The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master.
Oof.
Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass Master.
Now that's facts though, because we know how Masters be moving. And has General Grievous in like Revenge of the Sith or the Clone Wars ever fought any Masters besides Obi-Wan? I really don't know. Maybe he has. I don't know, really.
It's fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids. So while they had them completely surrounded at this abandoned
I mean, that's a shit ton of B2 battle droids too.
Fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said,
Attention, Jedi scum! You are surrounded by the glorious Separatist army! Now,
This sounds dead like him too.
right now, but where will be the fun in that? So I, General Grievous, will personally commend them.
Yari Mundi.
You niggas out myself. Prepare yourself for your impending doom, Jedi.
So after after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi himself, they all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga. Because Grievous is walking towards them right now. And let me say this real quick. The Jedi in here are no pushovers.
Oh, yeah.
Especially these three. Long-head ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the Jedi
Bum ass,
Council,
too.
Shakti,
Yup.
who was a pain in the ass to fight in The Force Unleashed. And Ayla
Hey, something about Shakti as well, bro. She had so many appearances in Star Wars that are probably not even canon and got slammed out so many times, too.
Sakura, the alien shorty that took like 10,000 backshots from clones in Revenge of the Sith. Like, these are known Jedi masters.
Yeah.
And the fact that this man Grievous had this long head ass motherfucker sweating bullets is insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around.
And they really can't even sense him like that,
tell where
too.
This dude was at all. So this is where the insanity begins. This poor Padawan that looks like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy. Not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy? And boy, oh boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy.
That's hilarious,
just
too.
Hilarious to me, bro. But anyways, while Grievous's footsteps got
I just want to pause it for a minute, because this man Shaggy got slammed down in the most craziest possible way, too. Like, how believe in a Jedi?
louder and louder, Shaggy, being the same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside just to get squeezed by this nigga Grievous.
Where did it even go? Bro got straight eradicated.
Yeah, R.I.P. Shaggy. That is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope and squashed him.
No body to
The
be
Sonic
seen.
brings out that nigga. If you pay attention very closely, his entire body disappeared. That means the impact of that fall was so hard, his carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after
Golly.
Grievous squashed Shaggy, he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears.
Dear God.
These niggas were shook because
With good reason, too, because what the hell do you mean that's going to be our opponent? What the hell was that? You're telling me you're going to sit right there and not be shocked? Oh, hell nah.
this just turned into a survival horror. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other, you see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He jumps from the roof and starts going to town on these niggas, fighting the whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude, this man is a literal cheat code. He can turn his body into a Beyblade. This is the most unfair shit I've ever seen.
For real.
Bro, how the hell are you supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg that can move his body like a Beyblade?
You
Oh,
don't.
and guess what? That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses, fighting them with his feet. No way
my.
in hell a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this.
Like, dog, this just makes me so sad that General Grievous got nerfed so bad in the movies in the Clone Wars, bro. Because he is, like, so powerful in the show. Like, golly, man, I wish he stayed like this, bro.
No, twin, nuh-uh. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro. I wholeheartedly understand why George Lucas nerfed this nigga. So as the fight continued, long-head-ass Kiadi Mundi tried to force push, bro, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side
Like,
of the
this dude
roof.
has to be,
So
like, the
this is when Grievous
strongest, like,
decided
one of
to
the
start
strongest
singling
non-force
them out.
builders of all
He
time in
jumps
Star
back
Wars.
in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this wildebeest-looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with his green one, then just slapped this nigga with his other one. Bro boomed that musty-ass wildebeest immediately when he was 1v1 with him. So after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shakti decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him. But Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then
that
this
move
one
has never
Jedi
worked
tries
ever.
to pull up on him. I'ma refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grip
disrespectful.
and slams bro's head into the ground,
Disrespectful.
breaking his
Oh
neck
my
on
god. Imagine getting grabbed by those nasty ass robotic feet, bro. Oh my goodness. Head is in the ground with his back feet punked up in the air.
Bro didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last seconds of life was him getting his face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after that. But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped
Bro,
her
Ayla Secura
face
is hot
mid-air,
ass, bro.
Then swung both of their bodies across the map with his feet. That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying with your feet is
I gotta
the
see that
most
again. Hold on a
insane ways
second.
to slime a nigga. Sending
Oh
them
my
flying
god.
with your feet is OD. So the last two Jedi remaining were Longhead Kiadi and Shaak Ti. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass.
Goodness. Oh my god, his body. No. That kick did all of that. I ain't gonna lie. Kiadi Mooney deserves that kick, bro.
The stage, taking him out of the fight, and this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shaak Ti, and he was pushing her shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes in to swing on her, but Shaak Ti barely blocks this with the force and gets sent flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission.
Insane.
So the last man standing was Kiadi Mundi with his elongated dingling head. So Grievous grabs Shaak Ti's saber and
With his
picked it
foot.
up with his
Oh
foot.
my
And he was
god.
staring at this nigga Kiadi, laughing at his ass like,
You fool! With your elongated head, I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
So after Grievous finished taunting this man, he ends up pushing Kiadi and knocking the saber out of his hands immediately.
Like-
and Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond,
he used the Force.
Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the
Oh,
clones.
I thought he used the Force
And the
right there.
clones looked at that boy Grievous and said,
Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker.
so they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous hits the dash, while the clones are blasting every single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue trying to shoot bro down, Grievous decides to drop
God.
and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous
hell
ended up
nah.
mowing down the whole front line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash speed is fast as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, Kiadi Mooney and Shaak Ti, bro, they both got bailed out like hella, bro. The clones had to come in there and save them. They had to bring their whole fucking plane in there, too.
And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating.
Kiadi, what the hell you doing? What the hell you think you gonna do? He has to get away. You were on the ground about to die.
So yeah, that right there.
Nah, I know
is
you seen
fast
that.
as
Look at
hell.
this.
And Kiadi and the clones end up
What do you
retreating.
think he finna
So
do?
yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance. So let's review this carnage that he caused. He crushed Shaggy into oblivion, put Wildebeest nigga up on a shirt, gripped Yeet with his feet, and broke his neck, and threw their asses across the ship
Straight
with his
diabolical
feet,
right
and damn near
there.
killing Shaak Ti along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed on the communicator, along with his entire battalion. So yeah, this man
Good
packed
God.
up 4 Jedi, put Ayla
First
and
appearance,
Shaak Ti
too.
on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had to date. So yeah, and guess what? That was only case 1. We still got another case left. And boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier.
The Forbidden Files.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now, what you're about to see are the events.
I
that
barely
basically
remember
opened
this
up
one, so I
episode
hope
3.
this-
Even though this
Oh,
series is
yeah,
now
you right,
considered
you
Legends
right.
continuity, this
I
is
think so.
still kind of what basically happened. So how this went down? This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this
Hella
man
evil.
Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him. So the Separatists end up pulling up to Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was popping off
Let's
this
see
battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look at this shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care.
Let me hit my reminder.
Battle droid in
Ooh.
front, turned around, smacked this
Ah.
nigga, dumped the clip in his ass, then he throws
Ooh.
his gun at this droid, blows his head off, then picked
God
up
damn!
his left hand and started mowing these niggas down. like, nah, bro. You know this man was top of the leaderboard in every single Battlefront lobby. Bro just dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds.
Good nah. If that clone is still alive, then you know, though, he was a problem for the Jedi, too.
Continued and Captain Ford was running up the scoreboard. We see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping tea, not giving a care in the world.
Evil ass
This man
nigga.
doesn't care at all what is happening right now.
Nah, bro, Palpatine is so evil, bro. Palpatine. He was the root of evil for everything. Gosh.
He's just looking at all this shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga. So while Palpatine was enjoying his tea, Shock T, a bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her. And they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. But Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shock T, greetings. Would you like to enjoy some tea with me while I watch the battle? She like, no, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room. And when they started getting louder, Shock T knew immediately who this was.
Get down, Mr.
The General himself.
How are you?
So he breaks in the window, letting himself right in the room. And look at this mechanical, lanky-ass nigga ore farming. Bro really had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started dropping niggas off. So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like,
Greetings, Master. I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up. You mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the 3rd movie.
I'm sorry, Lucius.
Now capture me and make it look believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shock T pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones.
What the fuck these clones finna do, bro? If you were there during that battle when Grievous was massacring these Jedi, then y'all would know that you're just fodder that's going to die.
But bro didn't care that he was surrounded at all. Dude was actually ecstatic, because now he could let loose
bro was
and
like,
kill some niggas. So the
nah. This dude Grievous was a reverse jumper before Madara. 2003 Grievous was a reverse jumping way before Madara.
clones start firing and Grievous jumps up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down. Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him and plants him on the wall, then just slices him down the middle. And I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out. Bro grabbed his leg with his own leg, then sent him flying. And he's gonna fall for like 100 floors before he goes splat. Oh, man, rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to murder everybody in this room and make this clone look up to the sky to see God, we get to one of the nastiest kills of all time.
What happened?
Grievous grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his skull into the wall.
You just know if they were allowed to show blood during these scenes, it would be a straight disgusting massacre up in that room right now.
Oh, dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell 100 floors. If you look to the right, you can see the horror on this one clone's face. You don't even see his face, but you can tell just by the look. If I saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'm gonna be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point,
Must be lucky you got the helmet on.
Your fate or just run. Those are your only options. Look what happens to this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, then slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous. So Grievous just continued to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero.
What was the point of
chance
shattering that
against this
helmet?
man. They were literally used as meat shields so Shock T and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come
aren't you a
up.
Jedi
This
master?
dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the screams stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous busts through the door on all fours, running at them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force pushes. So Shock T ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later on after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they had time to breathe, but that lasted
Well, Grievous about to show up again?
10 seconds. They look to the right.
Oh
and
my
they think
God,
Grievous
he is
running
hawking
down
their
the building.
asses down.
He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like, no, bro, no, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nervous, man, because this is ridiculous. So this one clone said, nah, twin, fuck this shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not
I would
was
too.
that warranted? Yes. I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground floor, they are surrounded by a bunch of super battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of him. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the ground, and starts moving through the house. They was trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they just decided to run.
Bro said the force ain't nothing to him.
So while they was on the run,
shit, that nigga Palpatine looks scared himself. Go back to his face.
So they just decided to run. There was no point in fighting him. So while they
look at this nigga Palpatine. Even bro looks terrified. Damn.
It was on the run. Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final two clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine was Shaak Ti and the other two Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They went from fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. And I'm not gonna lie, this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time.
Being carried like a princess right now.
Behind this train, this man Grievous pops up right behind him. Jump scare of doom. So he starts walking them down and pushing them back.
Look at this dude.
The two Jedi to the side. So he ends up walking up to Shaak Ti and telling her,
"Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slammed!"
But Shaak Ti ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yanked. And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about
he about to be back in like 4 seconds.
And they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shaak Ti ended up splitting up from him, and the other two Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they were soon about to realize not even getting yoinked by a high-speed train would stop this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he drops down and starts fighting the
nah, bro. Like, they have to bring this. They have to bring this version of Grievous back. Like, they have to bring this version of General Grievous back to us, cause this dude is insane. This is why they should make a Star Wars What If series, bro. That would go hard.
And while he was doing that, look at this.
Fuck Marvel What If, MC. What Marvel What If?
Like, good, Grievous, good. Slime those niggas, Grievous. Put them on a shit. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other two arms and starts using all 4 of his arms. When he was using all 4 of his arms, they stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down in a heartbeat. And it was game over.
This dude was too much of a threat.
So Grievous finds Palpatine, and he looking at him like,
I've done it, Lord Sidious. Are you impressed?
About fucking time, you half-breed clank. Now get me on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was serious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shaak Ti finally ends up making...
I mean, to be fair, how many encounters did Grievous have been with him in his chancellor form?
Into the room, but she's too late. She sees the other two Jedi dead, and Grievous holding up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, "Oh, hello, Shaak Ti, dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me?" So Shaak Ti runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shaak Ti some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there.
Goodness, like what was the point of that?
To his ship. But before he was about to leave, my goat, Mace motherfucking
Yeah.
Windu, nigga, came down and looked at Grievous like, you a fake demon twin, and crushed this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And this is the incident
He's the first nigga to ever hurt Grievous.
Iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for case.
Hey, looky though, Mace Windu was the first person to ever put actual paws on Grievous and damage him too.
Case 2. This man launched
Mace
a
Windu.
full invasion on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion, then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shakti for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of our first ever Forbidden File. I hope everybody can clearly see and understand.
Oh yeah, this dude was more than a devil.
Because if he was moving like this in Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars, then
Oh yeah, the entire series would have been packed up. Everything. The Republic would have lost a long time ago.
dear God, the Republic would have been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous, that nigga had to go. Just straight up.
Yeah.
So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want any more Forbidden Files because I have a whole list of these.
We need more
and
of
also
these.
make sure to follow the other socials because that is where I'll tell y'all what all the future videos will be. And until next time.
Thank you guys for watching the video, bro. This was so good right here, bro. 2003 General Grievous. We was an absolute menace, and I love it so much. This is why we need a Star Wars What If series just to go over characters like these. But peace out to you guys. Make sure to go check out CJ the Chimp, and I'll see you guys in the future. Peace out.